Good morning, guys. So I'm gonna do a weekly vlog this week. I think there's a lot of things happening, so I thought that would be fun to take you along with me. Right now, it's 7:25. I woke up at 6:30. I'm gonna put together some snacks for myself. I actually should eat before this, but I don't know, it's pretty early. I don't know how much I would actually want to eat. We'll see. Hey y'all, so please look at my hair. I'm finally getting the hang of what I'm doing, just a little bit, ever so slowly. Please look at this swoop. Sponsored by, not sponsored, like my hair is sponsored by them. This did this. Thank you very much. I'm going out tonight with Bumble Girly Pop 1. I think she's, I've met 2 girls from Bumble. The one girl didn't talk to after the first hang. Talked with a couple times, so I'm hanging out with her tonight and a couple other of her Bumble Girly Pops. Says like my girlies instead of friends until like she feels like she's there with people, and I like that, so I'm gonna do that because it's like sometimes I don't want to say my friend because, you know, like I was saying with the associate conversation, hopefully that video is uploaded before this one. Yeah, so I like that because I'm trying to make sure I keep that distinction for myself, and I really girly pop works. Girly pop sounds right. Girly pop, girlies, that sounds right. Guys, please look at my outfit. It's so annoying finding the entrance, but I'm here. Also, my nails, press-ons, I thought this one was off for a second, but... Hey guys, story time. Boom. Okay. So what did I do? I censored her name because I'm not friends with her anymore. Actually, pause. We were never friends. We were getting to know each other. And okay, so this is a whole thing because I met her from Bumble, right? I thought our hang was okay, and I was like, I don't know about this. But she was the first girl I hung out with from Bumble BFF that I actually was like, okay, we can hang out again. She was nice. Her personality is fine, right? I was like, maybe we just have to see. We hang out again. We get sushi. Mind you, this was okay. And really, I should have been like, you know what? Maybe this should be it. Because it wasn't like there was anything wrong, right? But it was just okay. I just really wanted to give it a chance because at this time, she was basically like one of the only people I was talking to consistently, but like consistently through text. So this night, that I was filming, when we went out to sushi, I asked her what she was doing that weekend. She said she was going out and she invited me. She was going out with 3 other girls she met from Bumble. It was so fucking awful. Like 20 minutes in, I was like, I need to leave. And mind you, there's nothing wrong with any of them. They are all nice people. They are not my vibe at all. And you know what? Other people's friends don't need to be your friends particularly, but for some reason that night, being around all of them collectively, I was like, oh, I don't want to hang out with her anymore. And I drank. I do not drink. Because of that night, I am officially done with the lick. Because prior I wasn't drinking, but you know, on occasion, not really though. Since getting to Chicago, that was my first time drinking since getting to Chicago. So I drank. I had 8 shots. I haven't drank in how long? I had 8 shots. And it didn't do anything for me, and I was pissed. So much lore. But I have fucking guava hand pies in the oven, and I'm trying to get this story out in 15 minutes because they're almost done. But okay, so it was funny because literally when me and the girl went out to sushi, I was explaining to her like, yeah, I wouldn't really want to drink with people that aren't close friends, and I only drink with Philip. And I was telling her how one of the reasons I stopped drinking was because I don't want to feel like I need to drink to have a good time. I feel like if I need to drink to be somewhere, I don't need to be there, because I do not need to drink to have a good time. I'm either going to have a good time or I am not. And if I legitimately am not going to have a good time at all, I don't need to be there. Fast forward the weekend, I take 8 shots. Yeah, I did not want to be there. And I was just sitting there like, this is such a nothing burger. Have you ever spoken to people where it's like, they are nice, do not get me wrong, they were so nice, but it's just a nothing burger. So I drank to try to enjoy myself, and I didn't even enjoy myself. Mind you, I got angry at the end of the night, not around them. Like, it is the next morning, bonnet on. I just wanted to come and explain this a little better because I was more so ranting. Also, the way I felt like I was talking about it doesn't necessarily like reflect the emotions I was feeling. For some reason, that's how it was coming off in that moment. I don't really vibe with that. So I'm just going to explain the rest of the story. I got angry and I was like, the lick didn't do anything to me. No, I got angry. I wasn't happy. I wasn't like obnoxious. No, I was like angry drunk. And I was sobbing because I was upset I drank. I was upset I put myself in a situation where I felt the need to drink. I just felt like, you know, we should never settle with friends, and we should never really settle just because we have no other options. And that's what I was doing, which isn't necessarily fair to this person. I still don't think it's necessarily the biggest deal because it's like, whatever, we hung out 3 times. We don't need to hang out anymore, and it's fine. But I don't know. Oh, that night was just very emotional for me and difficult for me, and I think the reason I was coming off that way was because it was just sad. It made me sad. Basically, sometimes when I'm talking about things that make me sad, it usually comes off as angry first, and then once I give myself the space to actually think about how I felt, dissect how I felt, I have a very different attitude and the true emotions come out. And mind you, the prior clip of me in the purple sweater, that was the first time I had ever spoken about it since that night. And that was a couple weeks ago. I just didn't talk about it. I didn't like really sit and think about it with myself. I was more focused on the drinking part rather than how the overall situation made me feel. So that's definitely something I have to work on. That's why I didn't really vibe with that, because it's like, well, yeah, that's how I felt at the moment, but that's because I need to work on these emotions. But you know, it's a work in progress. In regards to the like nothing burger conversation, yeah, they were talking about stuff, and yeah, I felt like they were talking about nothing. It's like they had so much to say to each other, but it just felt like I couldn't interact with them, and I didn't know how to interact with them, nor did I necessarily really want to. I wanted to leave, but before that, I was trying. But at a certain point, I was like, I don't belong here. That made me realize I don't even think I mesh with her, because it's like she's the friend that brought me here and I don't really necessarily feel like even talking to her. I definitely feel better about relationships I have, socializing, but I still have some difficulties, and I don't know if I ever will not have difficulties, because it's just been a thing my whole life. You know, I've made so many videos about friends because it's really important to me, and you know, to a certain extent it does make me upset and like angry and mad, but I'm really more so sad about the situation that I'm in, that I have been in, because like ever since I was a little girl, I just had, well, as a little girl, I had no friends. And then, I don't know, even when I have friends now, I just still feel lonely and like I have no friends. And, you know, that's a whole separate thing. And I'm trying to like get out of that. But I feel like that mindset, especially after not having friends for a hot minute. No close friends, didn't have any friends around, wasn't really going out with people, you know, like I was pretty much by myself a lot. But I want to accept like people like me, and I feel like that should count for something. People enjoy being around me, you know, and I think I need to focus on that rather than the negatives of the situation. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that's why I just wanted to say, like, you know, that emotion was kind of misplaced as far as how I'm portraying it. Like, me being more so like, I don't know, sassy, like attitudey about it. When it's like, yeah, that definitely is a reality for me when it comes to that situation, or like friends in general. But if anything, that made me more sad, because when I was angry, I was sobbing. I was like so upset about friend stuff. Being in that situation just made me feel like a little low, and obviously drinking did not help. And obviously I didn't feel any better because I drank. Like, and to explain my no drinking thing, I've never really drank like that. But I was drinking in order to have fun and connect with people, like in college. Once I graduated and once I started like not really hanging with those certain people, I just slowed down. I don't think I consciously slowed down, but you know, I would only drink in social settings. So when I started losing weight, I just stopped drinking. So the biggest reason at the time when it first started was to lose weight. Prior to that, I was just not really ever a drinker, and it slowed down a lot. So when I first started losing weight, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna not drink to help me lose weight. And then I started being in situations where I was like, I could drink. It's like, you know, when you're losing weight, like you can have a drink or two sometimes, whatever. Situations that were coming up were more so like, I don't need to drink, so why would I? So that slowly started becoming my mindset. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna, cause I don't need to. The thing that finalized me like really like, yeah, I'm not really gonna drink with people to enjoy myself. When my friend did that, like that little batch trip for me pre-engagement, I drank a lot. Mind you, I hadn't been drinking before that. I drank, and why did I smoke some of her cig? After that, after that weekend, I was like, I'm not drinking anymore. That was like not needed. I didn't like that. And in the moment, it was fine, but it was just like, I didn't need to do that. I didn't necessarily like that. I didn't like how I was acting. I didn't even like that I drank. Prior to that, I was also like, I don't need to drink and be in situations that don't glorify God. So I knew how I got drunk. So God also started becoming a reason for this. So that night I felt so bad. Like that's just me. Like that's my conviction. That's how I feel about that. So I just felt bad in that area morally, and I was like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to act like this. I don't need to be in these situations where I need to do that. And that was when I was like, yeah, done. We're done drinking, not a drinker, right? Okay, so that was more the official, like, I'm not drinking unless we're close friends, close, and you're Philip, I'm not drinking. And even then, it's rarely, because I don't really need to drink. It really also made me upset when this night came and I had 8 shots. So of course, morals wise, I was just very upset with myself. I prayed about it. I was very mad at myself. I guess principle wise, it was just like, you didn't need to be there. You should have just left. You weren't vibing, you should have left. Because I'm no stranger to leaving when I don't want to be somewhere. And it's like, you should have left. And it makes me kind of sad right now. But, you know, there was really nothing wrong with them. I didn't vibe. And that's okay. I was just like, I drank. I was upset about that. I was upset about me even being there because I kind of knew I didn't really vibe with her. So it's like, I didn't need to keep trying. I already knew. I was also upset because I was like, I felt like I was in such desperation for friends. And like I was, and I have to work on that. This is all I have to think of right now to add to that. Situations that we are in have like a lot of layers emotionally, depending what the situation is and how you feel about it. And friend stuff, it does have a lot of layers for me emotionally, and that's something I need to remind myself of. And even though I definitely feel like I'm in a much better spot socially, this reminded me like I have to still not seek out people in desperation. I have to be true to myself, and I have to remember like these relationships will come, but I can't force anything, and the relationships are not gonna come by fudging my morals. So yeah, so it's officially no drinking now at all. That's the end of my story.
Oh boy. Idiot wins, thank you. Amber.
Baddie down. I'm so down bad. I have my chicken noodle soup and my full sugar Gatorade. I don't know what happened. Hey guys, update. Despite what it may sound like, I am feeling better today. Definitely a lot better, even though it may not seem like it. But compared to yesterday, I'm definitely a lot better. I think my fever got lower, but fingers crossed, because I have rehearsal tomorrow that I need to go to, so I'm gonna try to chill. Yeah, but I do feel better. I'm like this because my throat doesn't feel better, and also I'm congested. But I feel like usually when shit starts coming out of you, that's a good sign. That's my update. Baddie is still bedridden. Hey guys, look who it is. Up and out of bed, continuing her weekly vlog. 5 days later, still coughing, but definitely much better. But today is a showcase. I was supposed to be, yeah, I don't really like doing it in public yet. I mean, with the DJI, it's fine, but like holding a phone, doing this is different than this. Ooh.
Really, it looks so good.
Thanks,
Oh my
girl.
god, you're right.
Right?
You laugh. You can't make me laugh right now.
Why didn't she wash her hands?
Me too, I thought about that. I was like, that's where you literally started laughing.
I like to eat with you guys.
There's no trash can, just a trash pile.
Who's probably gonna sin again?
Lord, forgive me. Lord, forgive me. Things that... Thank you.
Wait, okay. Why can't I open that?
Looking at your
Can you guys hit your pulse just real quickly? Where somebody's missing? Yes.
Underneath, there's a few root vegetables as well. That's like a full plate.
Ryan Welker, thank you.
Man Papa's cream puffs. Because it's a lemon icing with ube, but the ube tastes kind of like tastes purple today. Maybe it's because I literally just woke up and started munching on this, but it's tasting a little like food coloring. No, guys, I'm getting my first ever retwist done by a professional today. I'm going to a salon. Another girl on Rockets told me about this specific person, so I'm excited. This is what I got going on at the moment. So this is my hair, guys. Slight L for me because she asked me multiple times if it was too tight. Do you see my scalp? Like, do you see that? Like, girl, do you have to ask? So I have been feeling so terribly down bad ever since well, honestly, since getting here. I don't think people are washing their hands. When I did the indie showcase, a girl literally used the toilet, flushed it, came out the stall, didn't wash her hands. I don't know what's happening in Chicago, but people obviously don't give a fuck about themselves or the people around them, because I have been sick 5 times since being here, since October. I get like sick like once a year typically, like twice if I'm unlucky. I do not get sick like this. I've never gotten sick like this. I've been sick back to back to back, and I don't really think it's helping that I haven't really been able to rest for real, because it's like I'm on the go, I have shit to do. I recently just had the flu like 2 weeks ago, and now I got food poisoning the other day after eating Trader Joe's, a whole Trader Joe's meal, and now I just overall feel like shit. Like, ever since having the flu, I have not been able to eat properly. It's affecting dancing, my focus, energy levels, all of it. Today, I've just been kind of nauseous all day. I just like am weak, and I really haven't eaten a proper meal. I haven't had like a proper 3-course meal day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Since having the flu. My waist is thriving, but my health is suffering. The waist is thriving at what cost? I got sushi, so maybe eating that will help. We're just gonna get like so up close and personal right now, but I have not shat properly since having the flu. So my plan, I don't know if it's a good plan. My plan is to eat this with no lactate, and we're gonna see what it's giving. But also, just in general, fruit sandwich. And then I just got 2 different types of salmon rolls. I got the monomaki roll salmon, and then avocado salmon roll. Little update from last night. Eating did help. Other than that, my mental update is that my period is about to start, and things are upsetting me and aggravating me. I think something I need to learn is how to reroute my attention, because if one thing is really upsetting me, I just need to figure out how to like focus on something else in the moment and then possibly revisit it later. Because something upset me this morning, and it was just like I just kept like festering on it even after I got my emotions out and said what I needed to say, and then I just could not get over it. I didn't know to like stop myself from saying anything else, because like the more I talk, the more I just like word vomit, and then, you know. So when my friend got here, it was fine again, because like my attention was no longer on the thing that was upsetting me. And now looking at it, it's like, okay, well, we'll revisit this when I'm not feeling how I'm feeling as much. I was thinking about how I was glowing when we went to LA, and how I was just like, I was just it. And then ever since getting back here and being sick back to back, when my period's starting, I just feel like amoeba, because I've just been feeling like gross, and I haven't really put any effort into my appearance at all. So I'm gonna go back to feeling like I was glowing. I'm practicing for something, and depending on when I post this, depending on when the video goes up, anyway, I'm gonna practice.
Okay, but we're talking about ughhhleeki making Black History 1998. It's Black History Month, my birthday, and you want to upset me like this? Bro, I sent Justine the invite, and she ignored it. She didn't click on it because she thought it was a meme.
Oh my god.
Because my cousin's picture was up there. Anyway, you guys should like think about how your words affect people. I don't think it's nice making threats like this. Just saying.
This one's tiny. I might fix that, or I might not care. So in the mirror, it looks crazy. On my phone, it looks pretty good. In the mirror, yeah. Like also, but I guess it looks fine on my phone, so it's fine. I'm done. Nails are done. This is how I'm looking. I don't know. Looks good, I think. But I need to pack my bag. I actually need to put on what I'm gonna wear. That first. Does this style even look cute on me? I'm wondering. I need to be careful with these because I didn't bring glue. If you see something so like down first.
Yeah.
I had to run to Aldi guys, because I bought this butter the other day and I was literally just thinking about this morning how I have to get back into reading the labels on the food I eat, because I was starting to do that one point, and then once we made the move to Mexico, I just fell off. I want to start doing that again. Was thinking about it this morning. I went to look at the butter to take it out for it to start getting soft. Bro, oops. This is 48% vegetable oil spread, and I did not look at that at all. I really need to be more aware, because with butter or spreads, I don't really think about it. I just grab it, and this was the cheapest one, so I grabbed it, but obviously it was the cheapest one. So we'll not be using this. I'm not gonna throw it away. Maybe someone will use it. I just did not want to bake with it. I mean, it might just sit there because I'm really the only one baking, and I'm not gonna use this. So I got butter, actual butter, says butter, so it's butter, not spread.